When you stop doing things for the narcissist. Have you ever wondered what happens when you stop being the one who holds everything together for someone who never appreciated it? Let me tell you, when you pull back from a narcissist, their entire world doesn't just wobble, it starts to crumble. For so long, they've leaned on your energy, your time, and your relentless patience to prop up their illusion of control and capability. But when you finally step away, they're left facing a truth they've desperately avoided. They're not as independent or invincible as they pretend to be. While this realization shakes them to their core, it marks a powerful turning point for you, a moment of reclaiming your energy, your power, and your peace. Ready to dive into what this transformation looks like? Let's break it all down. One of the most profound changes you'll notice during this journey is the resurgence of your energy. Living with or being in a close relationship with a narcissist often feels like being caught in the gravitational pull of an emotional black hole. These individuals have an uncanny ability to absorb the light, vitality, and energy of those around them, feeding off others to meet their endless emotional and psychological needs. Over time, this draining dynamic leaves you feeling perpetually exhausted, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. It's no wonder that so many people in relationships with narcissists describe a persistent sense of heaviness, as if they are carrying an invisible burden every day. However, when you begin to step away from this cycle and start pouring your energy into meeting their relentless demands, the difference is almost immediate. It's as though an immense weight is lifted from your shoulders, allowing you to finally take a deep, unencumbered breath. The sense of relief is palpable, and you begin to feel lighter, freer, and more alive. This reclamation of energy isn't merely a temporary boost or a pleasant side effect. It's a catalyst for profound transformation. With the emotional space and mental clarity you regain, you find yourself in a position to rebuild the parts of your life that may have been neglected or sacrificed. Relationships with narcissists often force you to sideline your own needs, interests, and aspirations in favor of their insatiable demands. But now, with this reclaimed energy, you can begin to rediscover those parts of yourself that were pushed aside. You might feel drawn to reconnect with hobbies or creative pursuits that once brought you joy but were abandoned because you lacked the time or energy. Perhaps you'll feel the urge to strengthen bonds with friends and family, rebuilding connections that may have been strained or overlooked during the time you spent focused on the narcissist. Or maybe you'll find the courage and motivation to pursue a passion project or a dream that has been on hold for far too long. This process of rediscovery is deeply empowering. It marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one where you are no longer relegated to being a supporting character in someone else's narrative, but are instead the main protagonist of your own story. As liberating as this transformation is, it's important to acknowledge that the path forward is not without challenges. Narcissists are notoriously resistant to losing control over the people they manipulate. When you start reclaiming your time, energy, and autonomy, their reaction is often swift and intense. They may respond with anger, confusion, or desperation, deploying every tactic in their arsenal to regain the upper hand. They might lash out, accusing you of being selfish, ungrateful, or disloyal. They could try to guilt-trip you, reminding you of all the things they've supposedly done for you and framing themselves as the victim of your newfound independence. These responses are not random. They are calculated attempts to pull you back into the dynamic where they hold power over you. One of the most insidious tactics narcissists employ in these situations is their use of selective generosity. They are experts at crafting moments of apparent kindness or thoughtfulness, but these gestures are rarely genuine. Instead, they are transactional in nature, designed to create a sense of obligation. A narcissist might recall a time when they helped you through a difficult situation, gave you a gift, or performed a favor, not out of selflessness, but with the expectation that you would repay them by remaining compliant and devoted. When you begin to break away, they will often weaponize these moments, holding them up as proof of their supposed generosity, and using them to guilt you into resuming your old role. It's crucial to recognize these gestures for what they truly are, manipulative tools designed to keep you tethered to their needs. True generosity is selfless and given without strings attached. A narcissist's version, by contrast, always comes with hidden motives and expectations. Navigating these manipulative tactics can be incredibly challenging, especially when the narcissist's behavior triggers feelings of guilt, doubt, or confusion. In these moments, it's essential to remain grounded in your decision to step away from the cycle. Remind yourself of why you made this choice in the first place. Perhaps it was because you recognized that the relationship was entirely one-sided, with your needs consistently ignored or dismissed. Maybe it was the growing realization that you were sacrificing your well-being to sustain a dynamic that only benefited the narcissist. Or perhaps you reached a breaking point where the constant emotional exhaustion became too much to bear. Whatever your reasons, hold on to them firmly. They are your anchor, providing stability and clarity amidst the storm of manipulation and guilt-tripping that the narcissist is likely to unleash. As you continue to navigate this process, remember that it's not just about saying no to the narcissist. It's about saying yes to yourself. Each step you take toward reclaiming your energy and autonomy is an act of self-respect and self-love. While the narcissist may attempt to distort the narrative, casting themselves as the victim or painting you as the antagonist, the truth is that you are choosing to prioritize your well-being, something that is both necessary and long overdue. This journey requires strength, resilience, and a commitment to honoring your own needs, but the rewards are immeasurable. With every boundary you set and every step you take toward independence, you are reclaiming your life, your energy, and your sense of self. This is not just a transition. It is a transformation, a powerful, life-affirming shift that allows you to step fully into your own light and begin living a life that is truly your own. A common and often perplexing reaction you'll encounter when dealing with a narcissist is their tendency to shift into the role of the victim. This strategy is a hallmark of their manipulative repertoire and is often executed with remarkable skill. They may go to great lengths to exaggerate their struggles, portraying themselves as helpless, overwhelmed, or deeply misunderstood. They might recount stories of hardship with dramatic flair, framing themselves as unjustly treated or unfairly criticized. This act is designed to tug at your heartstrings, especially if you are someone naturally inclined toward compassion and care. In some cases, they will even enlist the help of others, manipulating them into becoming unwitting participants in their narrative. This tactic, known as triangulation, involves drawing others into the situation to pressure you into resuming your old role. Whether these individuals are friends, family members, or mutual acquaintances, the narcissist will present a version of events that casts you as unkind or uncooperative, creating a sense of social obligation for you to return to their service. This is particularly challenging for those who value empathy and connection, as it exploits your very nature in order to reassert control. This is where understanding the true nature of your empathy becomes crucial. Your ability to feel deeply for others is a remarkable gift, but it is not something to be weaponized against you by someone who refuses to honor your boundaries. Empathy should never be confused with obligation, nor should it be used as a tool to perpetuate unhealthy dynamics. Recognizing this distinction is the first step toward reclaiming your power. When you encounter the narcissist's victim narrative, it's essential to pause and reflect. Are their struggles genuine, or are they exaggerated for effect? Is their request for help reasonable, or is it another attempt to keep you tethered to their needs? These questions can help you see through the manipulation and remain grounded in your commitment to self-care. In fact, your empathy, when coupled with firm boundaries, becomes one of your greatest strengths. Deciding to stop doing things for the narcissist is more than an act of defiance. It's a profound declaration of self-respect. You are showing yourself and others that your well-being matters and that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, not on one person's unending sacrifice. By prioritizing your needs, you set a powerful example for others who may be stuck in similar dynamics. Your actions demonstrate that it is possible to break free from the cycle of manipulation and control. This ripple effect can inspire those around you to reflect on their own relationships, potentially leading to broader patterns of empowerment and change. While you might not realize it at the moment, your choice to establish and maintain boundaries is part of a much larger movement toward healthier, more authentic connections. As you continue to stand your ground, another significant shift begins to occur. The narcissist's carefully constructed facade starts to crack. Narcissists rely heavily on external validation and the contributions of others to maintain their inflated sense of self. When you step back and withdraw your energy, they are forced to confront an uncomfortable reality. Their self-image is built on a foundation of dependency. This realization can be deeply unsettling for them, and they will often go to great lengths to avoid it. Some narcissists will immediately seek out new sources of validation, casting their net wide to find someone else who will fulfill the role you once played. Others may attempt to discredit you, spreading misinformation or creating a narrative that frames them as the victim and you as the aggressor. Some might retreat entirely, slipping into a state of denial where they refuse to acknowledge the impact of your departure. Each of these reactions is a defense mechanism designed to shield them from facing their own vulnerabilities and shortcomings. For you, however, this moment brings clarity and liberation. As the narcissist's control over you weakens, you begin to see the relationship for what it truly was, a one-sided dynamic that thrived on manipulation, dependency, and imbalance. This realization, while painful, is also profoundly freeing. It allows you to release the illusion that the narcissist will ever change, or that the relationship could ever become genuinely healthy and fulfilling. Instead of clinging to false hope or exhausting yourself in futile efforts to fix what cannot be fixed, you can begin to redirect your energy toward building a life that reflects your values, goals, and desires. This process of letting go is not easy, but it is essential for your growth and healing. As you navigate this journey, it's important to surround yourself with a supportive network of people who uplift and encourage you. Breaking free from the narcissist's control is a courageous act, but it can also feel isolating, especially if the narcissist has worked to alienate you from others or create a narrative that casts you in a negative light. Friends, family members, or support groups can provide the perspective and reassurance you need to stay firm in your decision. These individuals can remind you of your worth, validate your experiences, and offer encouragement during moments of doubt or difficulty. Therapy is another valuable resource, offering a safe space to process your emotions and develop strategies for maintaining boundaries. A skilled therapist can help you unpack the complexities of your relationship with the narcissist, providing insights and tools to navigate the challenges that arise. Remember, this journey is not one you have to undertake alone. There are people who care about you deeply and who want to see you thrive. Leaning on this support system is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and determination. Each step you take toward reclaiming your autonomy and well-being is a victory, a declaration that you are choosing to honor yourself and prioritize your happiness. As you move forward, hold on to the knowledge that you are capable, resilient, and deserving of relationships that nurture and uplift you. The path ahead may be challenging, but it is also filled with possibility, growth, and the promise of a life that truly reflects who you are. In conclusion, the act of stopping doing things for a narcissist is not just a decision, it's a revolution. It's a declaration that your time, energy, and self-worth are no longer up for exploitation. It's a commitment to yourself and your well-being, a promise that you will no longer prioritize someone else's demands over your own needs. And while the journey may be challenging, it's one that leads to greater peace, freedom, and self-respect. Thank you for exploring this transformative topic with me. If you found these insights valuable, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to support this content. Your engagement helps spread these empowering messages to others who may need them. And don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and support each other in creating lives that are truly our own. You are stronger than you think, and you deserve nothing less than a life filled with respect, joy, and authenticity. Take care, and remember, you have the power to break free and thrive. Ignoring a narcissist, the power they hope you never find within you. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a toxic relationship with a narcissist, feeling like you're constantly giving and giving, but getting nothing in return? Maybe you've tried every possible approach to make things work, but it feels like you're always met with manipulation, disregard, or indifference. What if I told you that the key to breaking free from this cycle doesn't lie in fighting back or trying to win with the narcissist, but in doing something much simpler and ultimately much more powerful, ignoring them? Yes, you read that right. Ignoring a narcissist could very well be the thing that shifts the balance of power and allows you to take back control of your life. In this video, we're going to explore the often overlooked but profoundly transformative power of ignoring a narcissist. You may be wondering how this can be possible, especially when narcissists are so skilled at getting attention and controlling those around them. But let me assure you, this simple yet powerful act can shift the dynamics in ways you've never imagined. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of why ignoring a narcissist isn't just a survival tactic. It's a way to reclaim your personal power. Before we dive into the details of how to do this and why it works, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who may be dealing with narcissistic behavior in their lives. This isn't just about learning to deal with narcissists. It's about empowering yourself to break free from their control. Let's get into it. Let's take a deeper look at the concept of emotional manipulation, a powerful tool that narcissists excel at using to their advantage. Narcissists have honed the ability to manipulate emotions, and they often do so with expert precision. They understand how to exploit your fears, insecurities, and vulnerabilities to keep you under their control. Their manipulative tactics can range from guilt-tripping, love-bombing, and playing the victim, to more subtle strategies like emotional withdrawal or using affection as a bargaining chip. These tactics are designed to make you feel obligated to them, to make you doubt yourself, and to make you feel responsible for their emotional state. They play on your natural empathy, and their goal is always to keep you emotionally invested in them. But when you finally stop falling for their emotional manipulation, you take away one of their most powerful tools of control. The moment you stop reacting to their emotional games, you shift the entire dynamic. It's not easy. This kind of change takes practice, patience, awareness, and an immense amount of emotional strength. The narcissist may try harder to put you back in, but when you no longer allow them to manipulate your emotions, you stop being their puppet. You stop dancing to their tune, and that's when the narcissist starts to realize that they no longer have the power to control you through their emotional tactics. The power shift is unsettling for them, and when they see they can no longer dominate you with their emotional manipulation, they'll come running, desperate to regain that control they once had over you. Another crucial shift that can help you break free from the narcissist's hold is learning how to stop over-explaining yourself. Narcissists thrive on keeping you in a state of constant defense. They will question your decisions, criticize your every move, and make you feel like you need to constantly justify your actions. This is a tactic they use to create confusion and self-doubt in you. They want you to be in a position where you feel like you owe them an explanation for everything, even when it's none of their business. But when you stop over-explaining yourself, when you simply stand firm in your decisions without feeling the need to justify them to anyone, you stop feeding into their need for control. You no longer seek their approval, nor do you try to validate your actions with their approval. This shift is incredibly powerful because it strips the narcissist of their ability to manipulate you into doubting yourself. Narcissists thrive on making others second-guess themselves, on creating a cloud of uncertainty around their decisions. They want you to be unsure, constantly questioning your own thoughts and feelings. But when you stop explaining yourself, stop apologizing for your choices, and simply act from a place of inner confidence and self-assurance, you take away that power. The narcissist, who is used to getting you to bend and explain your every move, will feel disoriented. They won't know how to handle it, and this will make them feel powerless. The moment they realize they can no longer control you with this tactic, they will start to feel the loss of power, and that's when they'll come running, trying to regain the control they once had. It's important to remember that this shift is not about trying to manipulate the narcissist or getting them to come back into your life on your terms. This isn't about trying to win them over or draw them back into your orbit. This shift is all about reclaiming your own personal power. It's about taking a firm stand in who you are and refusing to let the narcissist dictate the terms of the relationship anymore. The focus should be on your own growth, well-being, and self-respect. By letting go of the need to control the relationship or fix the narcissist, and instead focusing on your own emotional independence and strength, you create a boundary that the narcissist cannot cross. You reclaim your energy, your peace of mind, and your sense of self-worth. This shift, though it may feel challenging at first, is an empowering step towards emotional freedom. When you shift from a place of fear, insecurity, or neediness, and move to a place of emotional independence, the narcissist will notice. They won't quite understand what's happening, but they will sense the change,